And it's also illegal to leave clippings from trees or... Hola amigos, ¿qué tal? Stuart here from Spain Speaks with a bit of an update video today, different video. I'm on my way to get a haircut, corte de pelo as they say in Spanish. So I'm off to get the hair cut a bit, mainly at the back and on the sides, because on top here the feathers are marching back, so I want to keep that a little bit with a little bit of length, let's say. Now it's a hot day today, so I'm walking on the shady side of the street, the leafy suburb that is Rivas Vacia, Madrid. As we can see down there, somebody's dog droppings on the sidewalk, and over here we have, as you guys know, the typical park in the area. As we can see, very dry, lots of dirt, lots of weeds, and the oleander, the poisonous oleander dominating the park. Now, as I said, off to get a haircut, the €750 special. Hopefully there's going to be not too much of an increase in price given the rampant inflation that we have at the moment. Hopefully my hairdresser hasn't put her prices up. That's what I'm hoping anyway, but you never know, because everything is more expensive at the moment. Not only here in Spain, as people have been pointing out, but all around the world. I think inflation is an issue at the moment. Now I've got about a 5-minute walk there, so we'll chat for that time. We'll have a look at the neighborhood as well. I'll turn the camera around and do a walking commentary. So the typical neighborhood here, as we can see, a different route today. Very quiet streets also. Majority of people, I imagine, would be at work or indoors given the temperatures. Around 33 degrees at the moment, so quite warm, and not too many people out and about. Now, a lot of feedback on yesterday's video about the amount of flights that were missed at Spain's main airport, Barajas. Some 15,000 flights apparently since March. Now, I said yesterday that that was outrageous, and I still think that is the case. How can 15,000 people miss their flights? That's the question. Where are the police on the passport control? And we said, and we also saw that the Interior Ministry here, or the Home Ministry, is going to reinforce the amount of police officers. About time. As we can see, this is the typical descampado here in Spain, a vacant piece of land that's been vacant for around 20 years, or at least ever since I've been living here. This land has been vacant, and people use it to take their dogs for a walk, and as you can see, it's a pretty unattractive looking piece of land, but very dry. But typical in this part of the world, the descampado, as they call it here, vacant piece of land. And there we got somebody offering air conditioning installation, and I'll give you the tip, you need air conditioning in a lot of these homes. So 15,000 people missed their flights, and other airports affected as well. I think they said Malaga, Alicante, Tenerife Sur, so a lot of these tourist airports, Palma de Mallorca as well, people missing flights, and hopefully Spain gets its act together before the summer season hits, because if not, an absolute nightmare for a lot of people traveling. And the second piece of news that has caught my attention today is the fact that Algeria has said that they are cutting off trade relations with Spain because they, as we know, they're not happy with what happened with Morocco a few months ago. Pedro Sanchez deciding to ally himself with Morocco, and Algeria, the enemy of Morocco, not happy about that, and they have broken trade relations. So the question is, what is going to happen to the gas? Because as we know, Spain gets a lot of its gas from Algeria, and that of course is going to be an issue for the winter months, I imagine, as it will be in a lot of European countries. So an issue. Another one, just add it to the list of problems that pop up from time to time here in Spain, especially when it comes to the government and the economy and all of those things. Now I'm coming up here to the hairdressing salon. Just try and get through these trees here if I can. Overgrowth here needs to be cut back. We can see that we still have this vacant piece of land, or descampado, on my right. Train tracks over here on my left. Office buildings. And in that block, that brown block of apartments that I have in front of me, that is where the hairdresser is located. And I go there every month, so I'm a regular customer. So I'm hoping that's going to work in my favor and she won't increase the price. Some of the other businesses here, we've got an Asian restaurant there on the right, bar in the middle, a beautician, another beautician, and just down there is the hairdressing salon. So I'll wrap this part of the video up. I'll continue when I'm finished in there, and I'll let you guys in on how much the haircut cost. It's going to be interesting. Okay, so haircut done and dusted. Got the cap on because I don't want to share my new look just yet. But the price has unfortunately gone up, €8.50, up from €7.50 last month. So a €1 increase. So there we go. What's that in percentage terms? 10%? More or less. So it is what it is. Now I'm on my way home. I'll show you some of these houses here. We can see that this house here, I'll turn the camera around, has solar panels installed there on the roof. That house over there also has them installed. So 2. This one over here as well. So 3 out of 3 houses here with solar panels on the roof. So people taking advantage of these clear blue skies and plenty of hours of sunlight. There we go. I had an interesting chat with Isabel, the hairdresser. She was talking about the high inflation prices at the moment. She didn't have the air conditioner on because she said that that's an extra cost that she doesn't want to have to pay. And she asked me if I was okay with not having the air conditioning on. A little bit uncomfortable, I'm not going to lie, but I can understand where she's coming from. And yeah, she also said the price of fuel at the moment, something that she has never seen before. So everybody talking about the same thing at the moment. And some of the prices I saw yesterday on the news that have gone up the most: olive oil up 52% on last year's prices, and other things like eggs, for example, also more expensive, and fruit and veg also up as well. So people doing it tough at the moment, unfortunately, here in Spain and elsewhere around the world, I imagine. Then we've got the typical rubbish set up here. Somebody asked the other day, where do you put your old clothes? There's the green Humaniza tu ropa bin. So you can see that here. And interesting over here that we've got a sign that says it's illegal to leave rubbish outside of the rubbish bins, and it's also illegal to leave clippings from trees or things like that, grass clippings. And if you come over here and have a look, there's about 5 or 6 bags of rubbish, and also clippings, tree clippings, grass clippings, and other things that have been left here. So people don't give 2 hoots to the signs and warnings. And to be honest, I don't even know why the local council wastes their time and money with putting signs like that up, because as we saw, nobody pays attention to it, or at least some people don't. I'll wrap the video up. Questions and comments, leave them in the section below, please. Debate the situation out as you normally do. Thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. See you in the next one. Hasta luego.